Urgent message. I think I'll get a cup of coffee. Hey guys, it's John here in my living room. Once again, very hot outside. Making a couple videos today so I can get ahead. I am literally right on cue right now. I have a video that went out today. I've got nothing for tomorrow, so I'm making a couple videos to get a couple days ahead, and I'll be adding more this next week. So in a couple days, I'll have enough videos in queue to go away for the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo this weekend. I am in great health right now, and I know that I'll be completely testing COVID-free on Tuesday. That's the date I'm supposed to retest. And so I have complete faith that I'll be completely clear. I don't have any real symptoms except for a little bit of a runny nose right now, and I haven't had a fever in days. So I'm doing great. I wanted to hop on and talk about this new thing that's going on YouTube with the urgent messages. Urgent messages. I don't care what they say after that. It's not urgent. I don't care what they say after that. It's not urgent. See, the reality is there's nothing said in the future. There is nothing that they have to, that you as humanity has to urgently hear. There's nothing said in the future. The thing about the urgent message is that is to elicit a response from you, to tell you to believe something is urgent. And when you look at that intention behind that, I have an urgent message for the world. That's a fear-based marketing tool. And when I look at the idea of an urgent message of something that's imminent, they've been saying that for years now. YouTubers say, this is an urgent message. Nothing they've ever said has come to fruition. Nothing they have ever said has come to fruition. They keep saying, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and then you never hear from them again. There is nothing set in the future. And you never leave the present. You can't go to the store next Thursday right now. You can only go to the store right now. And that being said, that means that you make the best of this moment, so the next moment will be a good moment when you get to it. The idea that this is an urgent message because something is impending is prophecy. And they're trying to prophesy that something evil or nasty is happening in the near future, right? As I've said in other videos, the world was supposed to end over 2,000 times now, according to all the prophecies that have been out there. The only thing they all have in common is they were all wrong, right? St. Paul believed the second coming was happening in his lifetime. Christians today think it's happening in this lifetime. They're all wrong. It comes back to the idea that we are the creator of our experience. Buddha said, what you think you become, you create your world. The Bhagavad Gita literally says, each thought we dwell upon has consequences, and thought by thought we forge our destiny. For this reason, to veer the mind from negative emotions and make them dwell upon the positive sentiments is considered austerity of the mind. In other words, right here, right now, you're creating. And if you're creating from a negative perspective or an urgent thing has to happen perspective, you're not creating well or wisely. It comes down to the reality that what you can believe is what is being created. Which means if someone's telling you to believe that there's something urgent that you have to do, they're giving you a belief. They're giving you a belief for you to put into creation. You're living their life and not your own. There's no fate, there's no destiny, there's no pre-planned mission that you must fulfill. There is no crazy prophecy that's going to play out in your world in the now. You only live in one moment. Make that moment love. Bring the kingdom of heaven to earth in this moment. Bring the feeling of love to your neighbor. Love one another in this moment. Take this moment and live it. When someone comes and says they're urgent and you have to do this, and oh my gosh, if you don't do this, or if you don't do these practices to become part of the chosen, or all these things, right? My typical response is, I do not accept the fear you're offering me. I do not accept the fear you're offering me. because the concept of urgency is to put you in fear. And the concept of urgency on social media is to get you to read it and to get you to watch it. If they're coming at you with that hard, fast, a frenetic feeling of urgency, it's not my truth. My life is joyful. People tell me about their fear when COVID hit the States. I had no fear of it at all. I didn't get COVID until last week, right? I wasn't afraid of it, ever. I wasn't afraid of it. I also wasn't afraid of getting vaccines. I wasn't afraid of either one of them. So the idea of this is that you're responsible for your experience. And COVID was a beautiful experience for me because during the lockdowns and everything, I built my camper. I was playing in my garage. I was doing cool projects. I was having a lovely time during COVID. But I believed that I was fine. I believed that I was safe. I believed that there was no issue for me. And so it comes down to when someone's pitching you urgency, understand it's their urgency, not yours. Understand it's their fear-based stuff that they're pitching, not yours. You get to choose your creation of your experience. And the more peaceful you make your experience, the better. In the Bible, there's 3 versions of the walking on water. And the Luke version is my favorite because what happens is they're in the boat. The storm is kicking up. Everyone's freaking out because of the storm. They think they're going to drown. They think the boat's going to capsize. And Jeshua walks by casually, letting them know that the urgency is a choice of their own mind, letting them know that you don't have to be succumbing to the storms of other people. You don't have to be succumbing to the storm around you in life. You can literally walk calmly through it, and as an observer of it, rather than being in the storm. You don't want to take the storm onto your physical world belief and go, okay, this is happening. I'm just going to live joyfully and happily. Okay. Take it as information and choose to live peacefully and joyfully. Nothing can change your world perspective without your permission. When someone says it's got to be urgent, urgency is always subjective. And I choose to not let other people tell me what I have to be upset about. Because that's my job. My beliefs are my chosen beliefs. I tell you all the time, I said that you're on your own spiritual journey. Spirituality is a personal journey, as my mom said. And it comes down to you deciding what your experience is going to be, no matter what's going on in the world. Because the reality of it is you can make your world beautiful during the world around you looking like calamity. People will get lost in fears, and that's why wealthy people love when the stock market crashes, because all the scared people start selling. All the smart people who are staying calm are buying. They're like going, okay, in this moment of all this uncertainty, I'm going to profit from it, is what they're saying, right? I just don't dive into the needing the profit that way. I just live into a joyful life, and I just don't let it bother me. People tell me, oh, the economy's crashing and we're going to go down. And I hear people giving me all the reason why they're justifying talking about the economy. Economy has nothing to do with presidencies or anything else. But they'll use it to pitch it. They'll use it to scare you. They'll move it to do this various things, right? It always comes down to, I've never let the economy bother me, right? Even when COVID was, everybody's freaking out and buying up all the toilet paper. I had like probably 6 or 8 rolls in the house. I was like, okay, I'm fine. Right? And then all the shelves emptied and everything else, and I was still fine. I still had no problem. Kept going. I was totally fine. And then like a week later, I was like, the shock was all the toilet paper's back. And I went on Sam's Club and I ordered it, and they dropped it off at my front door. I was never worried about it. I knew it was going to come. I knew that it was going to happen. The reality of it is that it's the urgency that messes up your experience, and that urgency is just fear. The secret to enlightenment is the eradication of fear. That's what Buddha said. So when someone tries to get you fearful by telling you urgent message for humanity, or you've got to get this breaking message that's going to change the world, or if you're not one of the chosen, if you don't take my special drink, if you don't, whatever it is, if you don't succumb to those things, the world doesn't affect you in those negative ways. And that has been my complete experience with this. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.